Danny, is this the most exciting week or the most stressful week for you as a head coach going into the season?
No, I think definitely the most exciting for sure. The stress is always in the summer for me when the ball's not rolling. But no, definitely the most exciting. The group have worked hard. The staff have been incredible all summer. The boys have worked exceptionally hard. We're lean and mean. We're definitely light in a few areas, but we've got a group that are together, that are really focused and really ambitious to try to build on what we created last year.
And I mean, the game's only 2 days away. You're saying there's not time to get anyone else in, or will it be a case of waiting to see once the Championship and the Premier League get started? Well,
I don't think it's a straightforward window, because I think you are waiting for the Championship and the Premier League clubs. Obviously the Championship normally start at the same time as us. They start a week later. The Premier League after that. I think as a consequence, those clubs are keep hold of their players and are trying to navigate through pre-season themselves. And yeah, I suppose we're waiting for the market to come back to us, and that's just where it is. So we are definitely light in some areas. There's one or two that have been with us for most of pre-season and we would dearly like to do, but it's not through a want of trying, but it's just, as always in any negotiation, it's got to be fair and acceptable for all parties, and we're just trying to find those agreements.
Yeah, and whilst that's all going on in the background, you and Nicky have obviously got to get the team prepared for a season ahead. And how do you feel overall pre-season has gone for the group?
Yeah, I think pre-season has gone well. Like I said, the boys' attitude and application has been first class. I think we're a lot further on this year than we are last year in terms of our game idea and the boys' understanding, and also some of the relationships. Of course, we have some new players to the group as well, which is, I think, is really good. We're definitely going to be work in progress, of course, because we still have a lot of work to do to try to give the depth to the squad that we need to be able to be as competitive as we want to be. But yeah, like I've said to you before, Greg, we could have signed players in June. We could have signed players last week, the week before last week, but we're not willing to compromise on the quality of players that we know that we need to get to where we want to go. So I think if you do compromise the process, you compromise the outcome, and like I said, we're not willing to do that. So for us to just to stay really determined, to be really resilient, and wait for the market to come back to us a little, and if it does, then I think we'll be able to add the players that we need to help us continue to move forward.
And then one person that was with us anyway, but has signed a new contract, Frankie Terry, got done a little while ago, but it was just a case of getting everything sorted and over the line.
Yeah, it's one that we actually got it all agreed in June, which was I think fantastic for everybody. He's a boy that's come through our academy. He's a boy on an upward curve. Not last season, the season before last season, he mastered the National League South and was Young Player of the Year at Aveley and at Chelmsford. Last year he got a lot of games at National League level, which is brilliant. He's left-footed defender, and let me tell you, they don't grow on trees. And he's a really bright, intelligent boy. He's got a high football IQ. He has a good understanding of his attributes and how to get the most out of them. Intelligent defender, and we're really pleased to be able to extend his contract.
And over the course of pre-season, in watching the games, it seems that whichever 11 you start with and whichever subs you bring on, the quality doesn't change too much. And for you, that's always been quite a big thing, to make sure that the people coming on can affect games and not be a second.
Of course, we've been able to when your finishers can come on and really impact and influence a game. This is always the ideal. We like the way that we want to play the game. We want to play with a high energy and a high intensity, and we want to defend early. So sometimes to be able to flip the team and bring attacking players into the game is crucial for what we want to do. So this is important to us, and I think we've a core of the group have been together a long while now and understand the game idea and the way that we want to play, and also understand the the demands and the requirements of their roles and responsibilities in making a team function well. And like I said, we're an ambitious group, and we know that we have some challenges and things are not straightforward for us this season, and we accept and appreciate that, but we're not willing to compromise on our standards or our expectations of ourselves. Ultimately we're not willing to live a life less than the one that we're capable of living.
Would you go into the first game always choosing it to be at home like we have this year?
I always like being at home, so I would always choose for the first game to be at home, Boxing Day to be at home, and the final day to be at home. But that is not always possible. But yeah, for us to play at our stadium with the pitch the way it is, that's going to be such an improvement for us. Sometimes last year you felt like you were outwitting the pitch as well as the opponent, and Brad and his grounds team have done a brilliant job, as have all the staff this summer. Honestly, everybody just gone above and beyond. We're lean and mean in the playing squad, and we're lean and mean in staff, and everybody has done a job and a half, and we're so thankful for their contribution. So we can't wait to be at home in front of our supporters. They know the influence and the way that they can impact games. I think out of the 92 clubs in this country, we had the third biggest percentage increase on attendance, which for Colchester United is just is an incredible statistic, and shows really how much we grew and how much we connected. And you've only got to look at the open day and see how many young people there are around the club, and all of a sudden it's cool to support Colchester United again. So this fills me with so much optimism, and it's going to require a monumental effort. For us to achieve what we want to achieve, it's going to require a monumental effort. It's going to be against the odds. But I know that if we can all come together and fight really hard, I always say all the time, if we had to giddy up every day to get up and get going and be the best that we can, and then we have that never give up, never say die attitude, then if you get the start and the end right, the middle bit you can work out.